The host, man, and we out here in the Bay, man, chilling with the one and only ML, and we definitely stepping it up, man. Thanks for coming down here at short notice. You already know. Glad for you coming down here, man. Shout out to DJ Hurricane, man, for linking me up with this guy. This is a good, humble dude. He's a singer, and I'm hearing a lot about him. So after the interview, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get a little preview, a little something. Just a little something, something. You know, it's any given Sunday out here. You know what I mean? So, thanks, ML, man. Thanks for coming here. Real talk. Thanks for having me down here, man. And we're gonna get straight into it like I always do. Basically, as an artist, as an R&B artist, how do you feel the difference, like in survival? Do you think it's tougher now for an R&B artist, or was it tougher like 5 or 10 years prior? What do you think about the new millennium for the R&B artist?
That's hard.
It's hard.
I think it's. I think in both ways. The ones who came before me could argue that it was harder because
we got social media. You know what I mean?
And I think too, we had a lot of killers. I'm talking about R&B was more appreciated through the record labels and society. Now, music is kind of shifted. People still appreciate R&B, but it's the old school cats who appreciate it, and maybe some new school cats that were introduced to that type of music. So now it's almost like we really gotta stay on top of our game to put ourselves out there amongst the hip hop.
You're right.
And
but you got these rap dudes singing too, right?
And I'm not talking about the good hip hop. I'm talking about the hip hop that's it's kind of right now. It's this time. Yeah. And it's really a fad. You talk about the hip hop that's going to stand the test of time. So now they cater to the younger kids. So some of the stuff that we may sing as R&B is on the grown and sexy. So it will really cater more to their parents. Right. So I think it can go both ways. It can go both ways.
That was a trick question. Like, you're right.
That was a good question.
50-50, man. I just want to get your mind elevators and whatnot. But you're right, man. It can go both ways. It's all about what you put into it, your work ethic. No matter what era it is, you're going to blow. What you put into it is what you get out.
And you always want that balance. Like, no matter what, they may only be introduced to a certain type of music, but then it's on you to get something hot, even when it is R&B, and eventually it'll start getting around, and they may hear that and you know what, I like that. That's something else from what I'm used to listening to. Even vice versa, it works both ways.
So how do you choose your features? Any features have you done already or about to do, like with like a rapper? Like if a rapper comes to you, he wants to drop a verse, or even an R&B singer. Some R&B singers team up, they do duos. How do you go about that? How do you do that?
I just try to link up with them, talk to them, and see what they're trying to accomplish with the song. Okay. And I just like to listen to it first. I just want to see what I'm working with. And then, because I like to meet new artists and see what they, what we can come up with together. I think it's an honor when somebody comes to me and asks me about doing something on their track. Because, I understand how I feel about my music. I'm serious about it. So I'm not just going to ask anybody to get on it. And I feel like when somebody comes to me, they putting trust in me to help that track, So I appreciate it.
Okay. So right now in the game, give me two artists that you think you'll work with in the booth. It don't have to be, signed. It could be unsigned. Somebody your local singer that's in the booth with you, or somebody in the game.
Man,
who do you see yourself working with?
Well, I already got, my fam back home, QO.
All right.
Surf Flame.
Okay.
Pee Wee the Bando.
All right, that's what I'm saying. You shout out.
Shout out. My boy, man.
All right, that's what's up.
Definitely, BJ the Chicago kid is exceptional. Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, they're exceptional.
Definitely.
And I'm old school. I still like Nas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Queens, man.
That's a legend, man.
You're already, man.
Jig on his 90s. Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt.
Okay.
Jay-Z.
Blueprint. Okay, a lot of people say, okay, you gotta say which Jay-Z. Okay, all right, Blueprint Jay-Z. All right, I feel you.
There's a lot of cats, man, and another group, Outkast.
Oh, okay, yeah. when AT Aliens, me and you, Elevated Music, you're, the list goes on and on, man.
I could go on and on.
You're already like,
some of the few,
that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. So, when you first touched that stage, how was that like? I know it got to be some type of nervousness. No, you remember?
Yeah, I had butterflies like crazy. And I remember, I think the first time I touched the stage, I didn't have that advice as to how to handle the audience. So I think I looked at somebody and they kind of just threw my whole concentration off. But by that time, once I started singing, the butterflies had left because I was able to see everybody's reaction. And it was a good reaction, so I felt good. And then somebody gave me some advice later on, and it was like, hey, if you're not comfortable engaging while you're singing at that point in time, pick a spot at the back of the room. So even if you gotta look at the wall, you gotta pick a spot at that wall, sing, and they don't really know.
Smart.
So, you know, but after a while I did that, and then the next performance and the performance after that, I was able to pick somebody in the crowd. They was rocking with it, so then I started being able to engage with the crowd as I sang.
And that's a jewel this young man just dropped. So that's one to grow on that.
Appreciate it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Yo, definitely been a pleasure, man. You coming out here, man.
Thanks, man.
And we'll definitely see more of you in the near future, bro. Let them know your gram, your Facebook, where they can probably, find you at.
Oh man, well my Instagram is m.l. The Gentleman. It's all one. Make sure you put those periods in between the M and the L. Facebook, it's Legendary ML. You can put that in. You can find it on there. And also YouTube, that's Legendary ML as well. And I got a lot of different videos on there. I got some original material, and I also have some covers that I did too, and some of my favorite R&B songs.
You already. And it's not over, man. We're going to do a snippet. He's going to drop some vocals for y'all, man, on part 2 of this interview, man. M.L. D-Most, the whole stepping it up. So look, we got C23 out in the piece, too.
All right.